Hello everyone, Dr. Colleen and Dr. Mark from Lifetime Wellness with our live at not 7:05, but close enough.
Am I always on this side?
Yeah, probably.
I'm always on this side. I don't know why.
Tonight, not just because we're hopping on here kind of late, but also because the topic was a short one to begin with. We're just going to get right to it and jump right in. We have something going on in our practice that we've been super excited about the last few weeks as we're seeing how it's unfolding and playing out for our practice members and distance care clients. It's a pretty cool new tool, and it ties right in with, I know this is going to be backwards, but our upcoming detox with the docs. So for weeks now, we have been unraveling the story of cellular inflammation and the leading causes that drive inflammation at the level of the cell, and why that's different than inflammation in your shoulder, your knee, or things like that.
And what's number one?
I'm letting you talk about all that. I'm talking about this, and don't get me off track.
Okay.
So first of all, if you did not see the last video we did, it was last night. It's another live video, and that one broke down the details of Detox with the Docs. So all the questions you have that you've been messaging us about, when does it start, how much does it cost, what if I have a friend who wants to do it, what if my spouse wants to do it, early bird pricing, all the details like that, they are in last night's video. If you can't find it, just message us here or comment below that you want that information. But early bird pricing ends 1 week from today. It's going to save you $200 to do something in the next week. Okay?
Yeah, something way better than just starting an exercise program.
Yeah, that's good too. But this is going to dig deep. This is going to truly change your health. So, as you saw in the description, and as you saw in my little teaser post about 45. Well, that's probably an hour ago now.
Was there a question for the day or no?
Question of the day. Did you watch last night's video? I forgot the question of the day. So we know that cellular inflammation is a major driving force behind all chronic illness, degenerative illness, and also behind our loss of health. So obviously we want to do everything possible to avoid that. We also know that there are certain things that drive inflammation more than anything else.
So we kind of highlighted the top three, toxins being number one. Most toxins are fat soluble. They love the cell membrane, so they really create a lot of disruption in the cell membrane. Inflammatory foods, so your processed, preserved foods, bad fats, your margarines, your vegetable oils, trans fats, artificial things like sweeteners and preservatives, certainly herbicides and pesticides in the food. So there's certain foods also, typically grains and dairy, tend to be inflammatory for a lot of people. And food sensitivities kind of connected to that, where people have developed an immune response to certain foods, and those can be healthy foods like green beans and garlic and pineapple and raspberries and stuff that you wouldn't suspect can also drive a lot of cellular inflammation. So, over the years, we have a lot of really cool testing available to us as far as functional medicine or functional nutritional labs, blood work, saliva testing, hair analysis, stool testing, lots of things. We've been doing a lot of food sensitivity testing over the years. And that is a real game changer for people because of how it drives inflammation. Well, what we're super pumped and excited about is we have a new lab test that just it includes a lot more data, a lot more items that can be triggers for people. And the other thing is it's a hair analysis, so there's no blood draw. Very simple to do. You can do it at home. Any child can do this easily.
No, don't let your children do this.
Well, you can pull their hair, but don't let them do it.
For your children.
Yeah, and so very easy to implement, and it looks at 400 foods, 325 non-foods, so things like dust, cats, dogs, latex, leather, trees, environmental things, 325 of those, 50 nutrients for nutrient deficiencies, and 50 heavy metals for toxicities. So what we love about this is those are the things that our care is really revolves around: our sensitivities, deficiencies, and toxicities. And so now we have one test where we can assess 825 things that might be disrupting you on a cellular level and creating inflammation. So really excited about that. And so that's really what this video was about, was to introduce that we have this new test available. And so we've already been doing a bunch of those this last couple weeks.
It is pretty cool because for years and years ago, I was pregnant when we were taking our wellness certification program, and that's when we changed our whole approach. Forces behind inflammation, what helps people create health, what's causing people to lose their health, and it's always been about toxicity,
what makes
deficiency.
You get sick, and how do you get healthy?
So it's awesome that this many years later that we have this simple test that is super cost effective. That's what we were going to talk about as well. That as far as functional labs go, this is unbelievably cost effective. So that's why we got lots of people jumping on board with this. And it's also cool that we didn't even know that this test was going to roll out when we were planning our Detox with the Docs and our cellular inflammation and toxicity series that we've been doing for the last several weeks. So it's really, really fun that it's all tying together. Now we can see, we already know how to fix the cell. We already know how to detoxify with this detox program that we're doing, but now we can be really, really specific about helping you remove the exact triggers that are keeping you in that vicious cycle. You will know exactly what your triggers are compared to someone else, and you already know how to fix it with the 90-day protocol.
And just one last thing on it, what cool part of the report that comes back as far as the nutrient assessment and any deficiencies that are listed, it also at the same time lists foods you can start to include in your diet that will increase that specific nutrient. So it's not about just, oh, you need this supplement for that vitamin or this. There's food lists to help do that, just through your diet, which is the preferred way to do it.
Yep.
So kind of cool stuff.
So if you know someone who should probably get checked, get tested, again, this is one of those things where you don't have to be local at all. You don't have to come into our practice to do this. If you know someone anywhere, we can send the test to them and walk them through how to do it. It is very, very simple. So someone who's got mystery ailments, or they're just not getting better, doing a bunch of things right, but really not making progress, or they're stuck. Oftentimes we find toxins are the underlying source of that's just throwing things off. So this is a great test.
Really good first step.
Yeah. And that's it for tonight. So share, ask us any questions you have.
And Merry Christmas.
And Merry
Happy
Christmas.
Holidays and Happy New Year.
See you soon.